Hello and warm welcome to weekly Kashmir University Video Digest Quest. First, a look at the main highlights. Inception workshop on Dal Lake held, Women's Day celebrated in Kashmir University, Library and Information Sciences organized a 3-day seminar, and Entrance Examination 2014 commences. Now the details of these events with your host Sadaf Khurshid. University of Kashmir, in collaboration with UNDP and Ashoka Trust for Research in Ecology and the Environment, held an Inception workshop on Dal Lake. The title of the workshop was Developing Strategy and Action Plan for Strengthening the Ecology Integrity of the Dal Lake. The workshop was held in the committee room of the administration block. Director ATREE Dr. G. Balachandar, while presenting the inaugural remarks of the workshop, advised all the stakeholders to come out of their narrow interests.
We are trying to do in a spirit of cooperation, participation, what is it that can be done from across the range of stakeholders, both inside and outside of government, in a participatory research and analysis. What are identifying the gaps? What else could be done in order to improve the situation? So what we hope by the end of this study, we will have developed a strategy and an action plan that, if implemented, I will underline that, because there are political compulsions, but I think unless we go beyond our narrow interests, I think there are a number of stakeholders who have very specific narrow interests, but unless we all come together to think about the larger issues, and if these recommendations, some of them may be good, some may be feasible, some may not, whatever it is, unless they are implemented, if they are implemented, then hopefully it will help improve the integrity of the Dal.
UNDP official representative Dr. Ruchi Pant said that her organization is a donor, not a partner to the project.
UNDP has commissioned this study at the request of the state government, and that's why we are happy to see that there is a representation for several departments here. The idea is that we know that we are aware that a lot of work has happened in the past for the conservation of the lake by different stakeholder groups. But I think it's an urgent requirement and a need to review all our past actions, to work together, to forge convergence, and to look for innovative solutions.
Vice Chairman Lavda, Mr. Irfan Yassin, said that many problems regarding to Dal are perceptional.
The most important thing that I would suggest to this particular seminar is that whatever we do, we have two things in mind. One, that we do not start work on the data which is not reliable. If we do that, if we work on unreliable data, which is more based on perceptions rather than documentary evidence, then we might go wrong. Second thing is that we have to have very clear objective in view as to what do we want about this lake, and then come out with a strategy that would see how we can balance this very important ecosystem, which is not only very important for the environmental balance of this valley, but it has a very, very important kick-off effect so far as the economy of the state is concerned.
Commissioner SMC Dr. G.N. Kasba said siltation is one of the major threats to Dal and suggested some strengthening measures.
Unless until there is a massive effort from the public, then only Dal Lake would survive. Despite all the facts and figures we produce and initiatives we take. Another important area is that catchment, the sediment. I'll come back to that. Although Lavda has done a lot of work in the catchment area, reforestation, but the reforestation has to go up to the point of madness. I think it's not only 11 lakh of people living in Srinagar, but in Jammu and Kashmir, this is a national lake. Rather, everybody in the country should contribute for planting trees in the catchment.
Divisional Commissioner Kashmir, Mr. Shailendra Kumar, while dwelling the problems of Dal pollution, asked policymakers what kind of Dal they are aspiring for.
What kind of Dal we want? Do we want only water? Do we want free from all vegetable cultivation? If vegetable cultivation from Dal is stopped, whether there will be adequate vegetable grown in Kashmir Valley to feed people, whether houseboat and shikaras should be totally stopped, or if not, then to what extent? If we take out people from Dal, will they be in a position to earn their livelihood as they are earning today? should government or civil society push a group of people to the extent that they are rendered unemployed and their children, their family, their staff, or if we are allotting about seven marlas of land to every household owner in Rakhe Earth, they should be keeping 3.5 marlas with themselves and 3.5 marlas are sold off. So how long that 3.5 marla money will keep their family surviving? For how many generations? So all these things are there.
Registrar Professor Zafar Ahmed Rishi told participants that while Dal epitomizes the beauty of Kashmir, people are also concerned about its survival.
Dal epitomizes the beauty, isn't it, of Kashmir Valley? And then the history of Dal Lake, I mean, is almost the history of the Kashmir itself. And then the lake used to be the route of basically reaching the shores of Dal Lake. And in that sense, Dal Lake is something very important to all of us. And then we all want and we are conscious of this, that we need to preserve it as long as we can. We have to put on table the ideas which could be very different, isn't it, which we have not tested so far. We can get experience from the A3, isn't it? We can get experience from UNDP as well. But the best point is that the government agencies, be it the Divisional Commissioner's office, be it the Divisional Commissioner himself, be it the Honorable Chief Minister, be it Honorable Governor, the will is there. Will is there basically, and then the understanding and then the reality is there, and the Dal is important. It needs to be preserved, and it does not require any basically effort on our part to convince basically the bureaucracy or the officials or the political elite about the importance of Dal Lake.
Dean Academics Affairs Professor A.M. Shah advised policymakers to take holistic measures before implementing any project.
I would rather suggest when we are designing this action plan or a strategy, we have to keep in mind all this environment. What exactly is possible and what exactly is not possible. What, for example, if we believe that we can ask people to go away, we have to see whether that is possible or not. If we say that we have to ask people and give money them, they will go, and when the money is not possible. So means thereby, we have to in fact identify all this environment and see where lies the opportunity and where lies the threat. This is one part of the story. Second part of the story in the strategy comes, normally we say that from resource-based view. Means thereby, that's called an internal environment. Because once we are in the university, it is also a government or it is also a public institution. Similarly, the government has its limitation. We have to see what exactly are our resources, or what exactly are our assets, and what are our capabilities or skills to utilize those resources and to do something. If we do all these things together, and making all these things together, we may be in a position to design an action plan or a strategy.
Vice Chancellor, University of Kashmir, Professor Talat Ahmed, while chairing the special session of the workshop, told participants that one has not only to clean the Dal Lake, but also to take care on how to stop soil erosion.
Clean the lake, try to have minimum dirt coming in the lake from anthropogenic or other activities, but at the same time also control the soil erosion in the catchment area. That is a very big thing that has to be taken care of, and catchment area. And for that, we have to involve the students, give them some sort of encouragement that they plant tree and look after that tree, say for 2 years or 3 years from the school or from the colleges, so that they also become sensitive to the ecosystem and the ecology as a whole. So let them be from science or arts or any background. The students need to be taught.
Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Dr. Manzoor Ahmed Shah, was the project coordinator of the workshop. To commemorate International Women's Day, Department of Students' Welfare and Women's Studies Center, in collaboration with Google Developers Group Kashmir, organized a day-long event. The event, titled Women Tech Makers Engineering the Future, was organized at Ibn Khaldun Auditorium. Dean Students' Welfare and Coordinator, Women's Studies Center, Professor Neelofar Khan, presented the welcome address.
A great day today First, when this International Women's Day was started was 1911, 8th of March, and since then this day is being celebrated, and I am very thankful to the panelists who are with me for the session 1. I have tried to get them from different fields so that we come to know, how are girl students, when they are educated in these respective fields, where they go and what's the trend in present days, how women students are taking up this profession and so on.
Associate Professor Physics, NIT Srinagar, Dr. Sameem Rubab, in her address said that women need to come out of their stereotypes associated with her.
कुछ इंजीनियरिंग ब्रांचेस को कोर इंजीनियरिंग या हार्ड इंजीनियरिंग ब्रांचेस कहते हैं और कुछ को सॉफ्ट इंजीनियरिंग ब्रांचेस कहते हैं, और जो तमाम सोसाइटी है हमारी, चाहे कश्मीरी सोसाइटी हो या हिंदुस्तान की सोसाइटी, तो हम सब अपने आप को काउंसलर भी समझते हैं और बिला ज़रूरत काउंसलिंग करते हैं, करियर काउंसलिंग भी करते हैं. कोई लड़की देखी जी इंजीनियरिंग में किस लिए जाओगी, इंजीनियरिंग में क्या करना है, ये फील्ड ऐसा है वैसा है, और हाँ ठीक है कंप्यूटर लड़कियों के लिए बिल्कुल ठीक फील्ड है इंजीनियरिंग में, बस कंप्यूटर. तो इस तरह के स्टेरियोटाइप्स हैं, ठीक है. और जो हमारा डिपार्टमेंट है वहाँ, तो वहाँ मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग, सिविल इंजीनियरिंग, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, इलेक्ट्रिकल, केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग, इतने ब्रांचेस एंड मेटलर्जी है, और आजकल IT एंड कंप्यूटर साइंस डिपार्टमेंट है. तो अगर हम फैकल्टी को देखें, पहले स्टूडेंट की बात मैं बाद में करूंगी, पहले हम फैकल्टी की बात करते हैं. There is no female faculty member in mechanical engineering department. There is no female faculty member over there.
Principal Government Polytechnic Budgam, Ms. Shafaqat Ara, shared few success stories of women from her college.
एक success story मैं आपको बताऊंगी. मेरी एक pass out student थी. She was from our first batch. She passed her diploma and unfortunately she got leukemia. उसका detect हो गया. तो as it is curable, but उसको लाइफ लॉन्ग ट्रीटमेंट करनी है उसके लिए. तो शी गॉट रियली परटर्ब्ड कि अब, एंड शी बिलोंग टू अ वेरी मिडिल क्लास फैमिली, तो उसके लिए बहुत मुश्किल था वो. सो व्हाट शी डिड, शी केम टू मी एंड शी सेड, मैम अब मुझे पता नहीं है मैं करूँगी क्या, मैं आई डोंट नो बिकॉज माई ट्रीटमेंट इज़ वेरी कॉस्टली. तो आई टोल्ड हर दैट यू आर टेक्निकली ट्रेन्ड, तुम कुछ करो, यू स्टार्ट विद समथिंग, स्टार्ट अ यूनिट. एंड लकीली शी वॉज वेरी लकी इनफ, शी स्टार्टेड हर ओन फ्रूट एंड प्रिजर्वेशन यूनिट by the name of Anosh. वो आजकल एक्सपोर्ट भी होता है. तो she started her jam making, jelly making, pickle making unit, और उसके साथ अपने साथ 3-4 लड़कियां और अपनी जो उसकी फ्रेंड्स थी उसने भी पार्टिसिपेट किया. एंड नाउ माशाल्लाह she is doing very well. Her product is being exported also, and बाहर यहाँ जो लीडिंग होटल्स हैं सारे कश्मीर वैली में, वहाँ वो उसके प्रोडक्ट्स जा रहे हैं. And she is earning a lot, and mashallah her treatment is also going and she is recovering also.
Associate Professor Scott, Dr. Rehana Habib told participants that women are naturally good in math as they do budgeting right from their teens.
कि नहीं इंजीनियरिंग में लड़कियां नहीं जानी चाहिए. तो उससे क्या हो गया कि बहुत मुस्लिम गर्ल्स स्पेशली, तो मैं बहुत फर्क होती थी कि इंजीनियरिंग नहीं जाना है, मैथ्स लेने में ही एक बचपन से ही लड़की के दिमाग में डाल जाते थे कि इंजीनियरिंग उसके लिए है नहीं, तो वो मैथ में पीछे रह जाती थी. और हमेशा फिर उसको ये कहते कि हाँ नहीं लड़कियां ही मैथ में पीछे हैं. मगर आजकल के जो रिजल्ट्स आ रहे हैं तो उसमें सीधे पता चल रहा है कि लड़कियां किसी भी हिसाब से लड़कों से पीछे नहीं है, नंबर 1, और नंबर 2 मैथमेटिक्स में पीछे नहीं है. मैथमेटिक्स लड़कियां बचपन से करती आई हैं, मतलब जनरेशन जब वीमेन वेर अनएजुकेटेड स्टिल दे वर डूइंग द बजटिंग. वो घर का बजट खुद चलाती थी, विमेन ही चलाती थी.
Later, postage stamp exhibition was held on the sidelines of the event. Department of Library and Information Sciences organized a 3-day seminar. The seminar was organized on the perspectives of matrices-based research evolution and was held in the EMMRC auditorium. Head Department of Library and Information Sciences, Professor S.M. Shafi presented inaugural remarks of the seminar.
Citation analysis has failed to emerge as a reliable tool for quantitative estimate of research at micro level. As publication in peer-reviewed journals cannot be the only outcome of scientific output when other outputs are visible and even available. It is also observed that prolific writers are not necessarily best in the field, and citations engineered are becoming a common practice when the practice does not reflect intellectual honesty.
Registrar Professor Zafar Ahmed Rishi said that quality is important in any research journal and there is need to develop matrices for such quality.
If the impact of research that is emanating from research institutions like universities, like international labs, research centers is such, now that means one has to be very careful about the quality of data that has been basically generated and on the basis of that data, what are basically the outcomes that are being suggested. And there has been a trend over a period of time to ensure that only quality data quality work gets published in journals. And then how to now, if the quality is so important, now naturally there has been need felt to develop certain, say metrics, isn't it, by which you evaluate that quality. And since you are professionals in this area, and you must be knowing that there are a very large number of such metrics available. Impact factor is quite commonly talked about. Then you have Egan factor, EF, isn't it? AI, article influence, then SJR, then SNP, which is normalized impact factor.
Dean Academic Affairs Professor Aham Shah stressed the need that research should not only be done for the sake of job, but for the betterment of the society.
When a scholar or any other person, a teacher, is basically starting to do a research or start writing a paper or any kind of project, the quality rather should start from the scholar itself. I have seen people, for example, my experience that some people take it this way that I want to complete my PhD, please apply somewhere and then have a job and that is all. This is one way of looking towards our research. There is another class of people who want that we want to contribute really something. And we want to do research, rather a quality research work, and in fact the quality or the evaluation of the research starts from day one. As a result of that, we see, because we are seeing in the boards, rather Board of Research Studies and other things, some synopses are designed so well. Being honest enough, the purpose and the goals and all the evaluation reflects from that synopsis that what exactly this person wants to achieve. So my humble submission to all the scholars and all of us teachers is that whenever we are thinking in terms of a research, we should think in terms of evaluation from day one.
Vice Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed emphasized on publishing quality papers in impact journals.
We should try to submit our papers to the best journal possible in your own subject area. And you don't have to have 5 papers a year, put all your energy in that and having no impact on your subject. If you publish one good paper a year, which is read, that will bring 2 important things. One is that people will know what you are working on, what is your contribution. And then outside your university, people will know that such and such person is there in Kashmir University who has done excellent work in some area or excellent work in their field of research. My advice will be that be very, very logical. Don't join the rat race to go on either extremes.
Assistant Professor Dr. Zahid Ashrafani conducted the proceedings of the function, while Ms. Rosie Jan proposed vote of thanks. Dear viewers, entrance examination for various postgraduate and diploma courses for the 2014 session are underway. The entrance examination that commenced from March 8th of this month is witnessing a participation of more than 35,000 students competing for some 3,000 seats. University has made elaborate arrangements for the smooth conduct of examination. It must be noted that university delayed the examination timing for 1 hour due to bad weather so as to give candidates enough time to reach to their respective centers. As the bad weather continued on Tuesday, university promptly postponed all the examinations. With this, we come to the end of today's program. To watch all the episodes of Quest, log on to our website ammrckashmir.com. Send us your suggestions to our email address quest@ammrckashmir.com. Before I take your leave, here are few words of wisdom. One of the few reliable laws of history is that old media have a habit of surviving.